Welcome to the deep dive. Just having a website, being online, well, that's table stakes now, isn't it? The real question is, how do you actually stand out? How do you build that genuine trust, maybe even dominate in your local area? Today we're diving into something often overlooked but really powerful. Authority mentions. Our mission. Let's unpack what they are, why they're so vital, and importantly, how they deliver real benefits, especially if you're aiming for both local and national impact.
Yeah, and our source for this is the Ultimate Guide to Authority Mentions from Ezi Gold. What's really fascinating here is how these mentions work. They're like these powerful endorsements. They build trust and signal real value, which is crucial in today's, very crowded digital world.
Okay, so let's get specific. For those of us working in digital strategy day in, day out, what makes an authority mention different, maybe more potent, than just a standard backlink?
That's a great point because it's definitely not just any link. An authority mention is more specific. It's a citation or a reference, but it comes from a source that's highly reputable. It fundamentally boosts your website's credibility. Think of it like a direct nod of approval. It's about signaling that EEAT experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, both to people and, to search engines.
Right, EEAT. And why is signaling that so critical right now? Is it purely an SEO play, or does it go deeper for the actual user experience?
Oh, it's much deeper than just SEO, though it's definitely a core part of a good SEO strategy. Its real power, I'd argue, is in building user trust. Think about it. Users are way more likely to engage with content, to believe it, maybe even convert if it's backed up by sources they already trust. When a well-respected name mentions you, that validation just resonates. And that's true whether you're, say, a small local shop building neighborhood trust or a bigger national brand.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So, given how impactful they are, the big practical question is, how do you actually get these mentions? It sounds like it takes more than just luck. This seems to be where specialized services and smart content come in. Our source mentioned Ezi Gold and Weblocko as examples here.
Exactly right. You need a strategy. Ezi Gold, for instance, operates as a platform specifically designed to help secure these high-quality backlinks and authority mentions. They use their network, their established relationships with authoritative sites to connect clients with the right opportunities that foster real engagement. And it's interesting, the source mentioned Ezi Gold's founder specifically focuses on helping businesses build local authority too, alongside national reach. They get the power of localized trust.
That local angle is key. And Weblocko sounds like it fits in on the content side.
Precisely. Weblocko complements Ezi Gold by handling the content creation and marketing piece. They work to seamlessly weave those authority mentions into the actual digital stories, the narratives. They ensure the content itself meets the high standards of these authority sites, which in turn makes getting those mentions more likely. It's about creating content that earns that recognition.
Creating content worthy of the mention.
Got it. And when you combine those elements, the tangible benefits for SEO, they really start to stack up.
Yeah, the research highlighted some specific advantages. Can you talk a bit more about that real-world impact for businesses? What do they actually see?
Sure. The advantages are pretty clear-cut. First, you get enhanced credibility, right? Through those direct endorsements. This directly feeds into increased domain authority, which usually leads to higher search rankings. Higher rankings mean, more organic traffic because you're more visible. And critically, it builds that trust with potential customers, which tends to boost conversion rates. Plus, there are often networking benefits and just solid long-term SEO value. We saw some great examples in the source, like a niche e-commerce store. They saw over 150% jump in organic traffic, plus better sales from mentions via Ezi Gold. Or a tech startup using Weblocko, they got prominent backlinks, climbed to page 1 for tough keywords, and really positioned themselves as a thought leader, all driven by effective authority mentions.
Wow, 150% increase. That's significant. So, for our listeners thinking about implementing this, how do you measure success? What's the long game look like?
Good question. Key metrics to watch would be things like your search rankings for target keywords, definitely. Also, referral traffic or people clicking through from those authority sites.
Yeah.
And just general brand mentions across the web. Looking long-term, using these kinds of services consistently yields sustained SEO improvements. You get enhanced online authority, more organic traffic over time, greater brand recognition, and just a stronger online reputation overall. It really creates this kind of virtuous cycle, Better authority attracts more mentions, which builds more authority. It solidifies success long-term.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What a fascinating deep dive. It seems clear that authority mentions, especially when you get them strategically through partnerships and integrated content, aren't just about links. Not at all. They're really fundamental. cornerstones for building trust, boosting your visibility locally and nationally, and driving genuine business growth.
Absolutely. And stepping back, looking at the bigger picture, it just highlights how crucial credible, authoritative sources still are, especially today. With so much information out there, they really shape perception and ultimately performance.
So here's something to think about. What's one piece of your own content that you could elevate right now? Maybe with a strategic authority mention. How could you leverage the power of those reputable sources? Maybe combined with some smart content creation, something to mull over until our next deep dive.